So in order to address the previous drawbacks of the conventional current mirror circuits, I told you we are discussing some current mirrors, okay, with improved performances. So how we are going to improve the performances? We are going to improve the performances with respect to two parameters. One is the current transfer ratio need to be 1:1, and by discarding this beta effects. And the second one is we need to increase the output resistance. So these two issues are being addressed in the following circuits. Okay, so in this module, we are going to discuss different types of mirror circuits and their features. Okay, so first one we have is cascode MOS mirror. Write down the heading cascode MOS mirror and take down this particular circuit diagram, and then I will explain it. And for your kind information, I have uploaded all the recordings, class recordings till last class, I think, last class video. I have uploaded in my YouTube channel. And in the classroom, I have shared the link of that YouTube channel also. So at any time, if you are revising, you can make use of that. Okay. And study well. Otherwise, it is going to be difficult for the last moment. So regularly, you need to revise and complete the portions. Okay. Don't wait for the exam. At that time you won't be able to study all those syllabus is vast. Okay, so even if it is not vast also, but there are many analysis, so that will be a little bit confusion for you at the end moment. Okay, so compare it and study, then it will be very easy. Understand the concepts, then the subject will be very easy. So this is the cascode MOS mirror, which is one special kind of mirror circuit that is going to address our problems. So here you can see the mirror circuit is formed by using BJT or MOSFET. Which device I have used here, students? I told you mirror circuit can be designed by making use of the conventional BJTs as well as MOSFETs. If we are using BJTs, then what will be the problem? The current transfer ratio will not be 1:1. Okay, that precise 1:1 ratio cannot be maintained because of this finite beta effects. Okay, so what I have done is I have removed that BJT. Instead of them, I have connected MOSFETs. But if you are using MOSFET, the advantages, I mean, the drawback is the limited output resistance, which cannot be tolerated. Okay, so you need to enhance the output resistance. I need to enhance the output resistance of the current mirror circuit. So for that, what I have done is I have cascoded. I've gone for a cascode configuration. So what do you mean by cascode configuration? Already we have discussed in third module, right? Cascode means connecting the drain and the source, right? Connecting the drain and source of the two transistors. That is what is called as cascode. And the lower transistor will act as a common gate amplifier. I mean, the common source, and the next upper transistor will act as a common gate. So cascoding means connecting the drain and source together. So here you can see Q1 and Q4 are cascoded versions, whereas Q2 and Q3 are again cascoded versions. And why it is called mirror circuit? Because you can see the first set of transistors, that is a drain and gate, have been short circuited, whereas Q2 and Q3 will act as the output transistors whose current is dependent on the reference current. Okay, the current output current of Q3 and Q2 is dependent on the reference current IRF. Therefore, this is called as a cascode mirror circuit. Since it is making use of MOSFET, this is called as cascode MOS mirror. And what is the advantage of using this particular circuit? The advantage is that we will be able to enhance the output resistance capital R0. Please take down, the advantage is to increase the, or the objective is to increase the output resistance, and we need to explain how the output resistance is being increased. Okay, what is the multiplication factor that you have, that you got? Okay, what is the factor that you got at the output resistance? Okay, how much times output resistance has been increased if you compare with your conventional mirror circuit, that you need to explain. So write down, the advantage is high output resistance. Okay. So generally, if you see a common gate configuration, okay, if you see a common gate configuration, the output resistance is given by this equation that already we have discussed earlier. Okay, write down this equation, all of you. So from this equation, we will derive the overall resistance of this configuration. Why I am specifically going for common gate? Because if you see the output, this is in common gate. The gate is common to both input and output, right? From where input is coming, students? Input is coming towards the source and output is taking from the drain. So gate is common to both source and drain. Therefore, the output transistor is working in which configuration? It is working in common gate configuration. Therefore, in order to find the output resistance of this overall cascode circuit, overall cascode MOS mirror, we need to find the performance of, or the output resistance of, common gate transistor. So we have written an expression for the output resistance of a common gate, and this we have taken from our second module. Okay, already we have discussed the common gate configuration. In that I have derived the expression for output resistance of a common gate. So that expression I have taken. So this you need to study it, because in second module also we are having the numericals, and for the numericals we need to study the expressions. I have taken that expression directly, and in this we are going to substitute the relevant parameters, or we are going to modify this equation such a way that R0 becomes R03, because output resistance is nothing but your Q3. Therefore, R0, instead of writing R0 precisely, I will write it as R03, and 3 indicates the transistor number. So R03 plus 1 plus GM is replaced by GM3, GMB is replaced by GMB3, R0 is replaced by R03 into the series resistance. If you see this transistor Q3, its input is controlled by Q2. Therefore, the series resistance RS can be replaced as the output resistance R02, because the input of Q3 is nothing but the input of Q3 is nothing but the output of Q2, right? RS is your input resistance. So input resistance of Q3 is, yes. Rahul, mute yourself. So what I told us, yes, RS is now, it is to be replaced as R02. Why? Because RS is the series resistance of the transistor Q3. If you take Q3, what resistance is connected here? What resistance is connected here? It is nothing but the output resistance of Q2. Isn't it? Output resistance of Q2 is nothing but R02. Therefore, I can write RS as R02. So in this way, I have modified this equation. So R out is equal to R03 plus 1 plus GM3 plus GMB3. GMB is the transconductance due to the body effect. Already we have discussed it before. Again, R0 is R03 and RS is R02. Open the brackets and simplify. R03 plus 1 into R02. This R0 is common for the entire terms, right? So R02 plus GM3 R03 R02 plus GMB3 R03 R02. So I have opened the entire brackets and have simplified. So since the value of the output resistance, the individual output resistance of a MOSFET is very small, right? If you take second transistor Q2 alone, or if you take Q3 alone, their output resistance is very small. You know the speciality of MOSFET. MOSFET is having infinite input resistance and lower output resistance. So in that way, I can discard these two values. So I'll be taking these two values alone. In that, what I have done is I have replaced this GMB3 as chi into GM. You know that GMB is chi into GM. That is a body effect. Transconductance body effect is chi into GM. So GMB3 can be replaced as chi into GM3. And if you take these two terms, the common parameter is GM3 R03 R02. I'm taking outside. So within the bracket, I will get 1 plus chi. This chi will be like a 0 point something. So I'm going to neglect this value. So approximately, I can write my output resistance as GM3 R03 R02 because this will become 1. 1 plus chi is approximated as 1. Okay. So now you check back your circuit diagram. If I am using Q2 alone, okay, kindly discard Q4 and Q3. If I am using Q2 alone as your output transistor means, definitely your output resistance will be just R02, which will be very small. But once you stacked this Q3 over Q2, now you had an expression which is equal to GM3 R03 R02. So instead of R02, I am having two multiplication factors, that is GM3 and R03. That means your output resistance has increased by a factor of GM3 R03 when you compare with the normal mirror circuit. Normal mirror means you will be having only Q1 and Q2, isn't it, students? IRF will be connected directly over Q1 and Q2 will act as the output transistor, and I2 will be your output current. But instead of that, I have stacked one more unit, that is Q4 and Q3 in a cascade manner. So what is the advantage of connecting this Q4 and Q3 over Q1 and Q2? It is nothing but your output resistance has been raised. It has been increased by how much amount? By a factor of GM3 R03. Why? Because you are expecting R02 alone, isn't it? If you are using Q2 alone, if you are using Q2 alone, your output resistance was R02 alone. But once you stacked these Q4 and Q3 in a cascade manner over Q1, Q2, then you got an output resistance which is nothing but GM3 R03 multiplied by R02, which means your output resistance has been increased. So that is an advantage that you can claim by using this cascade configuration of MOS mirror. So one drawback I have addressed. What is the one drawback, students? If you are using a conventional MOS mirror means by making use of simple Q1, Q2 alone that you have studied in the previous, the current steering and those portions, right? So in that, we have used only Q1 and Q2 and we have written I2 in terms of I1, isn't it? The reference current IREF. But the main drawback is their output resistance is very less. But once you cascade this Q3 and Q4 over Q1, Q2, their output resistance has increased by GM3 R03 times. But still, it is having few drawback. The drawback is hardware complexity is more because more transistor is being used under a single power supply. So excessive power supply requirement is there, right? More power is required and power dissipation will be also severe. That is one drawback. So hardware complexity increases if you are cascading the MOS mirrors, because instead of using two transistors, now you are using four transistors in order to increase the output resistance. So that is a drawback. Clear? Any doubts? So in this module, what you have studied is one is the current mirror, right? How you are writing the expression of the output current in terms of the reference current by using the aspect ratios, and what is the condition to be satisfied for current mirroring, that is nothing but the saturation condition. Then practically, if you are implementing the mirror circuits, then you know the drawback. The drawback is the I naught will not be exactly equal to I reference. There will be some deviations because of the channel modulation effect. And in the last class, we have learned what is the effect of output voltage on the output current, right? And accordingly, we have done a numerical problem also. Then we have come up with the current steering circuits, in which we will make use of three current mirror circuits, and then we have gone for the equation for I3, I5, I2, and all in terms of I reference. And also we have seen how we can maintain the saturation of all those transistors in the current steering circuits. Then we have learned few drawbacks of the conventional current mirror circuits, and then we have learned the working of the cascode MOS mirror, which is primarily looking to compensate this particular drawback, that is the limited R naught. So this limited R naught can be increased to a high value, or by GM3 R naught 2 times, R naught 3 times, right? This much times our output resistance can be increased by using the cascoded version. Any queries? You need to study for CI2, you need to study till the current steering circuits. No need to study from this onwards. So till current steering circuits, you need to study for your CI2. Okay, I'll be posting the question bank within 1 day or 2 days. Most probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll be posting. And I have already shared module 3 notes, complete notes. Okay, you can start studying that. If you have any doubts, you can ask me at any time. No worries. Meanwhile, whoever is pending for submitting the assignment to, please do it as soon as possible. Still, there are 20 to 21 students pending, so please do it as soon as possible. Okay, thank you all.